Good afternoon. This is Jennifer from Synchronicities on Ottawa Street in Hamilton, and this is our fourth installment of Synchro-seekers. It's Saturday, June the 1st, and unfortunately our air conditioning is not working, so if we're glowing a bit, that's why. This is Terry Atkinson from Florence Dwelling, and Terry comes in on most Saturdays to do psychic readings, but she's also a very gifted healer, and she makes some really interesting spiritual products. So we're going to talk a little bit to Terry today about some of the services that she offers and one of the upcoming classes. So Terry, tell us a little bit about your psychic gift and how you discovered it or when you knew that you had a psychic gift.
It's always been there.
So you were born psychic?
Yeah, it's been there from day one. It was just a matter of having to figure out what you're seeing. So very young I was able to learn and adjust to what I was seeing, and then I discovered vibrational medicine, and it's all held in vibration.
All held in vibration.
If I'm happy, I see happy. If I'm sad, I see sad.
Interesting. And you also see aura.
Yes.
And do you, is aura important in your psychic readings and in your vibrational healing?
Very much. Where there's a hole in the aura is usually where the answer is. So when you can see the hole, and then you basically take it to Reiki 1, and you apply it to the chakra, and the auric color comes from the chakra as well. So it's a blend. So the chakra is not, it's actually less dense than the body, but more dense than the aura. So when the chakra moves, it moves like this, and then out. And that's where we see coloring in the aura. So if you have red streaks in the aura and your aura is yellow, it indicates where the chakra is, where the damage is.
Interesting. Yeah. So that is like a guideline for you to know where your healing needs to take place.
Yes.
Right.
But every clairvoyant sees in a different way, so every clairvoyant must find their way.
Okay. And do you have any tools that you like to work with?
My psionic tools, I like the power rods.
Power rods. Yeah. And now that we've mentioned power rods, here's one that we can show to you. It has the tag on it, so it looks a bit awkward, but we're going to take that off. Patience and persistence.
Yes.
There we go. Okay.
So the other one.
This is one of Terry's psionic rods, and we're not going to tell you the secret of how they're made, but I can tell you just by holding it, I can feel the vibrational energy traveling through my body and up into my head. Does everyone feel the energy from these, or are there different levels of perception?
Different levels.
Okay.
If you aren't meant to work with it, you probably won't feel it.
Okay. And are there specific reasons for using this, or specific ways that they would be used?
When you think of it like the human body, the head, and our head, the crown chakra, this is the crystal, and then our body is a container, and then our feet where we remain grounded.
Okay.
So you might have seen, remember Lord of the Rings?
Yes.
Gandalf? You may not cross! That's similar to what these are, except those were made out of wood. The copper and the crystal together expand the energy, and also can condense it, and just by pointing and using a thought process, you can work with these. So you can use it as a pencil. Thank you, I am happy. Thank you, I am happy. Release it to the universe. I can use it to clear my aura if I've gotten hit, just by consciously doing it. I can access it once it's made, because it's an energy. It's a miniature linear accelerator.
Miniature linear accelerator. So it accelerates the energy field that you're concentrating on.
Yes.
So would this be appropriate to use during meditation?
Yes.
And if you're doing a healing on someone else, can this be used?
Yes.
Okay.
Crystal healing.
Crystal healing.
Yep.
Okay. Beautiful. So we have two of these in the store that are available for sale that have been made by Terry, and she can also make them custom if you have specific requirements, but I think if you come in and have a look at what we've got here, you'll probably find one that suits you quite nicely. And if you have other questions about them, you can reach Terry on Facebook through Florence Dwelling?
Yes.
Florence Dwelling Facebook page.
Or through here.
Or through the store. Now there's another product here that Terry brought in recently, and it's a scrying mirror. Did I say that correctly?
Yep.
Okay. Now can you tell us what these are about?
They're like portals. So you can use them, some people can use them to see. You can use them this way. Actually,
Yep, I can see it on there now.
And you can use it to see energies or entities moving. where you might not be able to see it so clearly with the eye.
Okay.
So they're part of a scrying tool, and there's many scrying tools. Pendulum is a scry tool. This is a scry tool. Your Ouija board is a scry tool. I prefer to use stuff like this because it's easier to clear them and to keep them safe, because you can just take them and done. Don't have to do it.
And close it off.
Yeah. Whereas certain other tools you can't. So when I make my own tools, because you can't always, the tool has the energy of the maker.
Right.
So when I do my tools, I put blessings into it. I use Reiki, I use the work of King Solomon Christ, I use the work of Buddha, I use the work of the God, the Goddess.
So it has the highest, purest energy in there, so you're not attracting anything dark.
Exactly.
Okay. And you did mention that pendulums can be used for scrying, so this would be an important time to mention that Terry will be teaching a pendulum class on Monday the 10th of June from 7 until 10. It's only $45 for the class. If you have your own pendulum, you can bring it, and if not, we have some here as well. Did you want to talk just briefly about that, and I'll go get a pendulum?
Sounds good.
Okay.
The pendulum class is really focusing on use of the kinetic energies that make the pendulum move. So we will be focusing not only on the pendulum, but the body as a pendulum as well. So what you do is you learn the technique of the body as the pendulum, and then you learn the technique of the pendulum, and you use them constantly to check each other. Your guides, your angels, you can ask 1,000 times. They're not going to get mad at you. And if they do, they're not a guide or an angel.
Pendulums come in a variety of different forms. I just realized it wasn't a good choice to pick the clear quartz because they don't show very well. One of these has a series of chakra beads on them, and the other just has the chain. Some people may remember when they were growing up that their moms and their friends would use a needle and thread to determine if they were having a baby boy or a baby girl. That's a form of divination. That's a form of pendulum as well. Some pendulums might have a coin or a piece of wood or a piece of metal on the end. There's all sorts of different forms. So if you're interested in a class, you can call the store and find out more, or call the store to sign up to be a part of the class. It's going to be an interesting workshop for everyone. Now, is there anything else that we need to finish off with?
We're good.
I think
we
we're
have
good.
a whole series of classes going with various teachers, as far as I understand.
Yes.
So really keep an eye on the entire store, because it's a spiritual summer series.
Right.
It's a psychic series. I called my part of it the psychic series, and I noticed Dana called her part the spiritual series.
Right. Similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What it is teachers who have been literally in the field for often 20 years and passing on some of this information. So it's worth staying tuned, because it's not just the pendulum class. There's many. There's mediumship work, there's angelic channeling, there's a card class, we've got CCMBA, psychic protection,
monthly meditation,
everything,
lots of different things.
So there's so much going on here. That's why I like to come here every Saturday, just to keep up with it, and make great new friends and contacts, because it's a good little shop for that. Big shop, actually.
Big shop, yeah.
And all of the light workers that are connecting. So if you're looking for that connection, here we are.
Yeah. Thank you for mentioning that, Terry. We do have lots of things coming up. Most of them are posted on Facebook, but the best way to find out is actually to come into the store. Facebook is your second choice if you're not able to come in and see us, but also give us a call from time to time and we can update you with what's going on. Terry, thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
And she's still here for another hour or so if anyone is interested in having a reading this afternoon. Bye for now.